The topic of being alone is a very complex and deep topic for me. When we are alone, our mind begins to fill with ideas and thoughts. This process can be very beneficial for humans. One point that should not be forgotten is, don't force people you don't want into your life. If they are not good for you, have the courage to remove them from your life. Don't ruin your own life by being afraid of hurting anyone. Also, if what you want isn't happening or your relationships are struggling, I can give you some advice. Spend time with yourself and learn this process. Enjoy being at peace with yourself. When you feel like you don't need anyone, you can decide who is and who isn't in your life. One of my favorite moments of loneliness is walking alone. It is an experience too peaceful to be described in words. This situation relaxes you so much that it is a truly wonderful feeling. Being alone sometimes gets a bad reputation, doesn't it? People often think it means feeling lonely or isolated. But being alone can actually be pretty great. It's a chance to get to know yourself better, think about what really matters to you, and just be yourself. When you're by yourself, you have the space to explore your thoughts and feelings. You can learn a lot about yourself and what makes you, you. It's a great way to become more self-aware and real. Being alone also teaches you to be independent and rely on yourself. You have the opportunity to make choices based on your own values and strengths. It's about trusting yourself. When you're free from distractions and just doing your own thing, your mind can come up with all sorts of ideas. I think artists, writers, readers, and other creative folks, and even you know this well. And let's not forget about the peace and quiet. Being alone can be like a little break from the craziness of everyday life. You get to recharge, relax, and feel comfortable. It's your own peaceful place where you can find inside peace and just breathe. But the best part? Freedom. When you're alone, you can do whatever you want. Pursue your interests, follow your own path, and just be yourself. It's all about living life on your own terms, without outside pressures holding you back. Sure, being alone can be a bit scary sometimes. But it's also a chance to grow, think, and refresh yourself. People often associate loneliness with negative emotions and try to avoid it. However, in my opinion, loneliness is an important opportunity for people to be alone with themselves and explore their thoughts and feelings. For me, solitude is necessary from time to rest and rejuvenate mentally and emotionally. By getting away from the crowd and turning to my own world, I have the opportunity to understand myself and life more deeply. In this process, I find peace, listen to my voice, and discover what I really want. Of course, loneliness can sometimes be challenging and distressing. The feeling of loneliness often bothers us, especially when we are separated from our loved ones or have to make decisions. But I haven't experienced this yet. However, these difficult times also enable us to find our inside strength and cope with life's difficulties. In conclusion, loneliness is an experience that has both positive and negative aspects. But for me, more positive. It teaches us something at every stage of life and helps us discover ourselves. That's why it's important to accept that we need time alone from time to time and experience it in a healthy way.